Love X Revenge. Welcome back to Love the 10th Revenge, the channel where emotions spark, secrets unfold, and every story digs deep into the heart of why people love, and why they betray. Today's tale is a gripping one, an experiment in trust, character, and the unexpected. Get ready. They called him Aiden Cross, the kind of billionaire who didn't flaunt his wealth but carried it like a silent storm. His fortune came from tech, investments, and a ruthlessness that built empires. But for all the power he held in his hands, there was one thing Aiden had never been able to buy: genuine love. He had dated women who smiled too quickly, laughed too loudly, and praised him far too often. Their sweetness felt scripted, their affection, transactional. Aiden was done with illusions. One winter evening, in his penthouse that overlooked a glittering city, he sat across from his most trusted confidant, Victor. They spoke of business, as usual, until Victor made a remark that struck deeper than he intended. "You have everything," Victor said. "Except someone who'd stay with you even if you lost it all." The words haunted Aiden long after Victor left. Did anyone care for the man he was? Or only the world he could buy for them? That night, Aiden made a decision, not out of bitterness or cruelty, but out of desperation for truth. He would test the women in his life. Not to humiliate them, but to finally see their hearts. There were four. Diana, the influencer with millions of followers. Marissa, the model whose beauty turned heads in every room. Helena, the businesswoman who claimed she admired his mind. And then, there was Lila, the maid who worked quietly in the background of his home, unnoticed by most but impossible to ignore if you watched closely. He prepared 4 black credit cards, each with no limit, each holding the silent power to reveal a person's soul. The rules were simple: buy whatever you want, no restrictions, no judgment. "I just want you to treat yourself." He wouldn't ask what they bought. He would simply see the receipts later. One by one, he gave the cards out. First, Diana. She squealed with delight, hugging him as though the card were a trophy. "Oh my God, Aiden, you're unbelievable. I'll make a haul video about this." Aiden forced a smile. She left immediately, already planning the content, hashtags, camera angles. By evening, the receipts arrived in his inbox. Designer bags, 8 of them. Shoes, 23 pairs. A diamond bracelet. A custom phone case with her initials spelled out in tiny crystals. Aiden sighed. Nothing unexpected. Second, Marissa. She was stunning, no doubt. She always looked like she walked out of a movie. When he handed her the card, she ran her fingertips over its sleek black surface, eyes glinting. No limit, he confirmed. She grinned. "Then you're going to love what I look like in what I'm about to buy." Her purchases arrived in another email. Lingerie worth more than most people's cars, cosmetic procedures, jewelry, imported perfume, a silk robe, and a private spa booking. Nothing for anyone but herself. Aiden shut the email, emotions tightening in his chest. Expected again. Third, Helena. She accepted the card with a poised smile. "You sure? This seems excessive." "Buy anything you want," he repeated. Helena nodded thoughtfully. Her receipts were different, less flashy, more strategic. Luxury office furniture, networking dinners, high-end briefcases, business-class flights to 3 upcoming conferences. Aiden stared. She had used his generosity to advance her ambitions. Not evil, but still self-centered. He sat back in his chair, one hand pressed against his temple. 3 women, 3 disappointments. He wasn't angry. He wasn't surprised, but he was tired. Fourth, Lila. She was cleaning the library when he approached her. "Lila." She turned quickly, startled. "Oh, Mr. Cross. I didn't see you there. I'm sorry, I should have knocked before entering." "You're fine," he said gently. She was always nervous around him, not out of fear but respect. Her humility was honest, not forced. "I have something for you." He handed her the final black card. She froze. Her hands stayed at her sides. Her eyes widened, not with greed, but panic. I can't accept that, sir." "It's not a trick," he reassured her. Buy anything you want. Anything at all. She shook her head. Mr. Cross, that card could pay off my whole town's debts. I can't even afford a bus ticket some days. I'd break it just by touching it. He almost smiled. She was different. Everyone could see that. But he insisted. It's a gift, Lila. Please, do something for yourself. She hesitated, lips pressed tightly, as if weighing morality in her hands. Slowly, she nodded. If you're truly sure, I'll use it carefully. Thank you. She left without the excitement the others had displayed. No squeals. No social media posts. No smirks. Hours passed. Aiden felt more anxious waiting for her receipt than he had with the others. Late that night, Victor returned for a meeting. Aiden hadn't told him about the test yet, not wanting judgment. You look troubled, Victor noticed. Aiden sighed, trying to find out who actually cares about me. Victor's expression softened. Be careful with tests, Aiden. Sometimes you break good people with them. Before Aiden could respond, his phone buzzed. The fourth receipt had arrived. Hands suddenly cold, he opened the email. And stared. For a long, silent moment, he didn't speak. Didn't blink. Victor watched him closely. Bad news. Aiden shook his head slowly. No, he whispered. Not bad at all. Lila's purchases totaled so little that the subtotal looked like an error. One pair of warm boots. A winter coat, modest, durable. A grocery store run. Rice, beans, vegetables, canned food. A medium-sized toy, a stuffed yellow duck. A pack of watercolor paints. A heating pad. A stack of notebooks. That was it. No luxury brands. No jewelry. No spa trips. No business flights. Aiden scrolled further, confusion creasing his brow. Attached to the receipt was a note, handwritten in delicate cursive. Mr. Cross, I know the card could buy anything. But I didn't feel right spending money on things I don't need. The boots and coat will help me walk to work in the snow. The groceries are for my neighbor, Mrs. Hawthorne. She's too frail to shop in winter. The toy is for her grandson, who visits her on weekends. The paints and notebooks are for my sister. She's been sad lately, and she loves to draw. The heating pad is for you. You always rub your neck when you're stressed. Thank you for trusting me. Lila. Aiden's throat tightened. The smallest purchase on the card, $12, was the heating pad. For him, he felt something shift inside him, something raw and fragile that he hadn't let surface in years. Victor leaned over. When he finished reading, he nodded slowly. She bought necessity for herself. Comfort for her neighbor. Joy for a child. Hope for her sister. And relief for you. Aiden closed the email and sat back, staring at the ceiling. She spent the least, he murmured. Victor smiled. And gave the most. The next morning, Aiden found Lila mopping the marble floors, humming softly. She never acted like anything had changed. He approached quietly. Lila. She jumped a little, then stood straight. Good morning, Mr. Cross. I hope the place is clean enough. He gently placed the heating pad she had bought onto the counter between them. You noticed I needed this, he said softly. She blushed. It wasn't much. It was everything, he replied. Her eyes lifted, meeting his. For the first time, she didn't look away immediately. Lila, he said, voice steadier than he felt, may I take you to dinner tonight? Her breath caught, not with excitement like the others. Not with calculation, but with genuine shock. Dinner. With me? Yes. With you. She swallowed hard. I'd like that. Aiden smiled, a real one, unguarded. Because for the first time in years, he wasn't thinking about betrayal, or tests, or doubt. He was thinking about a maid with warm eyes, a gentle heart, and a $12 gift that meant more than all the diamonds in the world. And that was the beginning. Not of a test, not of a scheme, but of something real, something he had almost stopped believing he could ever find. Love without price.